Yeah. My sound is clear?
Sir.
Okay. So, okay, I can take some snapshot, screenshot. So please on your camera. Others, please on your camera. Dipanshu, Santosh, okay. Dheeraj, Anshul, Anshul Sharma, okay. So I've taken a shot. Now today we have to discuss about the vector 2. Then after that we have to say again, I have to repeat some of the metrics, and today I will give you some of the MCQ question also. So let's try to finish it off vector 2. Then because vector 2 is very lengthy unit, it is a very big unit. There are so many types of there. So it may take some time. So let's finish the vector 2 first. Then after that again, as usual, we will discuss the different issues. Okay. So, okay. Now in the vector 2, we have to see the application of vectors. In the vector 1, we have seen the general vector. There are two vectors. How to add the addition of the vectors and subtraction of the vectors, and then multiplication and division that we have seen. And the magnitude, how to calculate the magnitude. That also you have seen in the vector 1. And numericals also we have discussed yesterday. Now, here actually in this particular unit number 2, here the application of the vector we have to specific situation. There are some, you see the specific situation. So different situation that we have to observe it, and then how to solve the vectors. That is the things to be learned. क्या क्या सीखना है हम लोगों को? First is vectors in the 2 or 3 dimensions. There may be 2 or 3 different dimensions, vector A, B, C, or X, Y, Z, and that type of things. Then double or triple vector scalars and vector product of their uses. So how to uses of their product, that also you have to learn. And here also another thing, it's also known the dot matrix. Actually, B, the double or triple scalar product. So here actually you are considering as a dot matrix, some of the dot product, sorry. So, or inner product. So basically they are the double or triple scalar or vector product. So you can rename is dot product. So if suppose if in the question what is given, calculate the dot product or something, or your product double product, then don't confuse. Basically they are both the same. So dot product and double product are basically the same. Or inner product, the questions may be written inner product, or it may written dot product. So basically same. Now scalar product of the two vectors. So how to, suppose u1 and u2, there are two vectors and their product, that case we are showing. Suppose u1 vector is, there are two units, a1 and a2, and in this case u2 vector is v1 and v2. So this case how to product will be, the product symbol is dot. So that's why actually we are not putting the cross symbol, or we can put it some simply dot. So which means also a product. If you put some cross mark, then it seems to be a product, and otherwise you can put it dot. So a1 v1 plus a2 v2, that is your definition. If vector e1 is a triple, you see now we are discussing that double and triple scalar and vector product. So now if it is a triple, so a1, a2, and a3, that case, and here is also another vector is 3 dimension, the v1, v2, and v3. This is basically the dimension, is it not? 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions. So value of x, y, z, like this. So that case, the product of two vectors will be like this: a1 v1 plus a2 plus b2 plus a3 b3. ये आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना पड़ेगा. Means in the case of 3 dimension unit product, so vector product, this is the one formula, and another one is a1 b1 plus a2. Okay. Actually, I have given this way, arrow means is important. In case of MCQ question, in case of solution, whatever the way. And another things also here is u and v. There are two different vectors. They are again the 3 dimension. Okay. And u into v like this: a1 v1 plus a2 v2 plus a3 v3. Here like same thing, same. Here actually the u1 u2 now sorry, also u1 u1 same. And now here see, say you can write also this way also that's a region. You can write in this way also, and this is also means when you product of dimensions, So you can imagine the vector 1 also. We have seen PQ. When you are multiplying the PQ, then the magnitude of this. So same thing here actually, it is coming. So A1 and A1 and B1, the product of this, we can consider the vector product is its magnitude of U vector. Similarly here, uh, or otherwise you can just remember in this way. This is also in case of angle position. Again, I am telling you, we are now talking about specific situation. If the situation is different in angle formation, then you have to go for this one, cos theta. So theta is the angle between. Suppose the vector is in such a situation, they are in a, they are making a angle. If they are in angle position, so you have to utilize this type of formula. And if you require the product of the particular vectors, then another things you have to remember it, same vector, u and u, both are u. So that case it is a square of magnitude of vectors, and so this is the condition. So all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are so many things I have given. Here all these different conditions, or I can say different situation of the vectors are given, and what will be the formulas. So during the question, you have to see uh, based on this situation, angle, it may be unit vector, whatever it is, then or in the question where vectors are given in such a way, in that case you can see which formula is adaptable, which formula you have to utilize. So you have to keep in mind all these things. Means you have to note down somewhere, you have to note down and how to apply all these things. So this also you can take a note, screenshot, whatever it is, and it is in the study material also available, but not in one place. I am just trying to write in one place so that you can use it nicely. Okay, another thing, vector cross. Now another thing, vector cross product of vectors. So this type of situation will come, then that we have to see it. Another condition is like this, uh, sine. Earlier we have seen the cos, now it is sine. Means, I'll tell you, we see here actually it is a cos theta. It's a theta angle between u vector and v vector, or maybe the situation will come that we'll see vector A and vector B. So this case is a formula. Now condition of when vector A and vector B are at in assume at angle theta, another unit vector n are situation equate in the right and oh yes, correct. Now you see this is the sine theta when it becomes the sine theta. When the position, suppose these two vectors are in such a way, and another third vectors are coming, that is unit vector, another unit vector is coming, and make a uh, right angle, make a right angle. So that case, when it is a right angle case, so you have to apply for the sine theta, not cos theta. So that you see, it is depending on the question. So and the vector position. Again, I am telling you all these things are coming based on your. We are talking about specific situation. So specific situation of what? Vectors. Vector may be the straight line, vector may be perpendicular, vector may be angle. So let's see the vectors and which positions appears. So based on this, which formula is applicable, that we have to see. So I think then straight away we can go for some solution, and it will be more easier. Now this is condition. Suppose A into in bracket B to C is equal to A into C, A dot C into B minus A. Well, that means normal multiplication, what we have shown here, and the dot product of vectors is shown here. You have to prove it that it is equal to this thing. Means this condition are same, and A and B vector into C is equal to C into A B minus C dot B into in bracket and A. So for evaluating a vector triple product, and this you have to remember it. It is basically when the vector are triple product, means you see here as triple A, B, C. So there are three products. Then you have to utilize this. You have to utilize this formula. Now example. Now A, B, C. I think when you go for the solution, then it will be more clear. Suppose A, B, C, there are given vector, there are three dimensions, I, J, and K. All are imaginary part. That is again I minus 2j plus 2k, and 3I minus 3j minus k is given. Find the vector triple product A into in bracket B to C. What? So you have to show it. Now we have a formula, then how it is utilized, let's see. Solution. So we know A into in bracket B into C is equal to A dot C bracket close into B minus in bracket A dot B bracket close C. So this is the formula. That's how we can say we know. Means that part you have to remember it. Okay. So first calculation. Now you see, now considering the right hand side, because left hand side is given, the left hand A, B, C, the values is given. So A, B, C, you have to put it. And right hand side you see, this is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. Right hand side A dot C. So try to, first you have to calculate the A dot C, you have to try to calculate it. Then you have to calculate it, this part, A dot C. Then we can multiply B and C. Then our purpose will serve. Okay. So maybe it may be some question in the mind, in the student mind. Sir, why we are taking A dot C? Because here actually A dot C is there. Suppose it is reverse. A into B bracket close into C. Then and there actually it will be changed. Maybe you see the other formula. This one. Suppose these conditions C into A, C into B. So, but here actually we are considering first formula, this one. So now here actually, now for A dot C, we are calculating. So value you can see here 2 and 3. Okay, A 2 and C is 3. So I you have to multiply J and K. So we're considering 2I and 3I. So 2 into 3 and I square. So it is already 1. So now I is removed. I mean I is not so far. It is not no longer. It will be here because I square is 1. Now similarly, you take C part. So 3 into minus 3, you can multiply it, and j square, so it is 1, so you need not to write. And then third one is your minus 4 into 1. Right. So it is 1. Now A and B. A dot B. Same thing, now we are considering A and B. You can multiply it and you will get it minus 12. Okay. Now coming to putting the value in the formula. I mean, whatever the value we are getting 1 and minus 12, that you have to put it here. So 1, because value is 1, and in bracket this is the value, minus this thing, minus 12, we are getting. So you can put the values like this. Okay. Then you calculate it, ultimately it will get, you will get the different vectors, that 37I minus 38J minus 10K. This is your answer. Actually, you have to find it out, because you see, find the value, find the vector, question mark means you have to find the value. So this is your answer. Okay. Now take another one. If vector A is given, again vector A is given in a 3-dimension, and vector B is also given in 3-dimension. So then you have to prove it so that A vector plus B vector is equal to A vector minus B vector are perpendicular. It's perpendicular. You see now another conditions, another situation. As I told you, this unit vector 2, we are vector 2, we are talking about specific situations. So now different situations are coming. Angle. Now we are talking about perpendicular. Okay. Why I am going to show you several times, because to understand this particular unit vector 2, what is the purpose behind it? There you can note down accordingly. So, okay, perpendicular, so another situation. Then your product is another situation. So that way you can keep in the mind. So when you go through the questions, so first of all you have to try to catch up. This is a vector question, so okay, fine. But what type of vectors? It is a perpendicular, you have to take perpendicular or unit vector or angle vector. What type? Then only you can recall the formulas and you can put it. So try to make it in this way. Here it is now clear, perpendicular. So now, what is the formula of perpendicular? That we know. This is given. This is given. A vector plus B vector is equal to A vector minus B vector. So this is the things are given. First, let's see. We can first derive the A vector plus B vector. Do it first. So straight away you can add it 5i and I. So 6 plus minus 3 and plus 1. So it is a 2, 3 minus 3 and your minus 3 and minus 5. So you can calculate it. It is coming minus 3 and Actually, I think something is wrong. Yeah, it is 8. Yes, yes, correct. 8. 8k. 3 plus, actually, it is a minus sign. So it is already plus. Okay. So minus 8. Minus 8. 3 plus. So now, second part, A vector minus B vector. So A vector minus B vector, okay. Same thing, you can now plus it, minus it, so you can get these things. So this is also a vector, but it is a addition vector of two vectors. Now, product of these new two vectors, the product of this and this. So A vector product B vector dot product, whatever it is, then your A vector and B vector again. So this is coming here, this part, and you can dot it. Simply you can multiply this one and this one. So 5 into 1, so 5, okay, and this is in the time of product is automatically it is at vector unit 1 that we have observed. Basically when we product the things, basically it is a addition. And the vector 1 unit we have seen when you product of particular two vectors p, q or a, b, simply you have to add it. Then it's the product of particular system. So vector A and vector P, even though it is a product, but it is an add-on. It is if we add the vectors, so ultimately it is a product of two vectors. So that is the we have seen already in the vector 1 unit, first unit. Similarly here is also, so you can add the things, you can get it. Okay. No, I think it is something so minus 4, 5, 6, it should be 6. Okay, let you just calculate it. It may be something, maybe something wrong is there. I remember maybe something wrong. Uh, because basically this part, this is the same part should be here. Actually here add. So these two part are same things. Okay. And here, what are the result is coming? If we see this part, so 24 minus 3 is 24 minus 8 minus 16. Okay. And it is 8. Okay. And so, okay. So, yeah, it is wrong. It is not a 5. It should be 6. Just correct it. It is not a 5. It is 6. Same 6 is coming here because the multiplication 4 into 6, so 24. Here is corrected, but in this case, maybe at the time of written, it is wrongly 5 as it is. It's not should be 5, it should be 6. And 2 into 4. Anyhow, finally it is a 0. Now, condition is, your question was, you have to prove it. You have to show that vector A and B are perpendicular. So, which situation, when this is the condition, if we see the result is 0, so we can declare yes, the vectors are perpendicular. Suppose here it is not 0, some 2 or 1, some value has come. Then you can say no, it is not perpendicular. because it is the zero. So product of this situation, if we get a zero, then only we can declare it. So that you have to remind in your mind. So in the case of perpendicular, it should come in your mind that these situations, okay, different situation vectors, but result should be zero. Then only we can say both the vectors are. Okay. So to written that way, therefore a vector plus b vector and a vector minus b vector are perpendicular vectors. That you have to write. Okay, then see the another type of. Now coming to uh, projection of vectors. This is another situation. Find the scalar component of projection of the vector A vector on the B vectors. Means, I think those who are in the science background, that is the projectile, or in the mechanics, those who are already know something. So utilization of the vectors are very much in projectiles. Basically pinpointing, targeting. Before that, I can say this chapter is important nowadays, especially in the pinpointing, in the where the missile or something targeting the gun or bombing. You see the angle that any sail will go there, any missile, you see it will go some projectile fashion. It's not a go straight way. It will go make a curve and ultimately it is hitting the target. So that means it is some vector. There are two things. For example, one plane is going, aeroplane, and somebody is targeting gun down this plane. So there will be two vectors. Plane itself is going in particular direction. It is a arrow, some B vector. A vector actually you try to uh, down the plane. Okay, some missile you have to target it. So this is another vector is going. There are two vector. Ultimately, it will somehow it will meet and crash the plane. So it is so accurate things are there. So projection basically one vectors to the other vector, vector A and B. You have to project in such a way so that it will be meet one each other and get the values. Basically, the science are so advanced. Basically, in the military and army, they are everywhere it is utilizing this the vector actually. Based on this, they are calculating the targeting the things. Vector basically it is a force. It is not. It is just like a force. Some magnitude is there, some direction is there, and some speed and time is also there. Calculating all these things, we are utilizing this. Now, question is, you may ask that in our computer science, why it is required? Because it is required, because you have to calculate it, you have to three-dimensional calculations. Through this computer, you have to feed the inputs, and you can give some database, the vectors database. Then you can calculate it. It is a, things are in projection or in the it is in a perpendicular positions or in the it is in unit vectors or something. Then accordingly, I can fulfill it. Software basically to making the software. Okay, so it is just that's why it is very important. Anyway, so now first things projection. This is the formula. As I told you, as soon as first the unit you search how many formulas are there, you note down some. Straight away you can write down what are the formulas. Now it is a formula. So you can somewhere you have to note down somewhere and try to remember it. Here we'll see when we are considering the two vectors, vector A and B. So projection of A vector on B vector. Then this is the formula. As I told you, suppose you are in the ground level, you are a some missile A vector, and the aeroplane is going the B vector. So you are targeting your force will be B vector on the plane. So this case, this is the formula. Or vice versa. Suppose it is a reverse. It is reverse. B vector on A vector. Then here you will be change it. What will be the change? Then it should be A, and here things are same, remain same. Only here it will be change. Magnitude of the B vector will change in case of A. So here B vector magnitude is very important. We have to see the B vector where it is the length or magnitude are important. And so formula also you have to remember it in such a way. Okay. Here A vector and B vector, because in the formula, so you require product of two vectors. So first you derive A and B vectors straightway. It is coming -7. It is a simple multiplication, nothing else. Product vector is given na 2 and 2. So 2 into 2 plus 3. Here G 3 into 2. So simple multiplication. And why the I, j, and k's vanish? Because it is I square, j square, k square. So it is totally automatically it will be removed. Need not to write. Then magnitude. We know the formula of magnitude is equal to root over 2 square plus minus 2 square plus 1 square. Only this value will come. Okay. So this is the value is already come. And we will get the value. You see here the magnitude of B. So we are taking the these vectors 2 square plus minus 2 square plus minus k means 1, so minus 1 square. Suppose if it is a change it B vector on A vector, and this is the magnitude of A vector, so we have to take a vector. Suppose the question has changed. In that case you have to take the magnitude of A vector, 2 square plus 3 square plus 5 square and root over. Then the value will be different. Okay. At the same time, try to tell you if the question has changed, you don't confuse. Okay. You just read out the things, what the things are. Here question is given on the on the vector B vector is given. So that's why you have to write it projection of A vector on B. Suppose it is question has changed. B vector on the vector A and given. So here also you have to change it. So these things you can keep in mind in the case of projection, and you carefully see किसका किसका ऊपर में है वो देखना है. कौन फोर्स किसका ऊपर में जाके लागू हो रहा है, which वेक्टर और गिर रहा है दूसरे प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर, वेक्टर जो है दूसरे वेक्टर के ऊपर में गिरा जा रहा है वो देखना है. Now,
excuse me, sir.
Sure.
Sure. Here you mentioned A B factor equal to 2.2. 2.2, how it's came actually in above
Which
one?
one?
Here.
K. In case of K.
No. I'm getting that in the above line where it is mentioned here A dot B equal to 2.2 plus 3.
Oh, yes.
This 2.2, how the 2.2 came here?
No. Actually, it is a simple product of two vectors. You see the 2 into 2. So the 2 into 2, it is coming simply because I are I. Now we are taking the j. So 3j and minus 2j. That thing is coming. And then we are talking about the 5k, and then it is 1k, 5k and 1k. That's all. What is the confusion? Tell me. Say me once again.
No, now it's clear for me. Actually, I was just
Oh.
understanding. So clear for me. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, any doubt, just time.
Yeah, actually, I was not able to calculate it that how it is stood
Oh,
out. Now you explain me, so I am getting.
okay, okay, no problem. So, it is simple calculation only. Anyhow, it's a good thing. We try to clarify yourself. So that's why I'm repeatedly saying, because you have to catch the question, and then what are the formula you have to remember in the mind, and on on वेक्टर ऑन ये इसमें आपको ध्यान रखना है किसके ऊपर बोला गया है. Check it. There are two parts you have to uh, formulate. One is this thing, and magnitude simply the square of these things. So when you get these two values, -7 and 3, then you just only put it, and this is your uh, answer. So -7 by 3 is the answer. So you have to write the projection of A vector on B is -7 by 3. Okay, I think now it is clear. This type of things are coming in the projection, so I think definitely you can do it. So now we see the another thing. Now, how to utilize the matrix also? Through this matrix also you can also identify the vectors. Find product of A vector and B vector if A vector is thing and B vector. Both are vector as given. You can see it here, and you just simply have to find out the multiplication, nothing else. So no projection, nothing on or to, no angle, nothing. Simply you have to find out. So when these type of things are coming, then simply here you can make it a matrix formations. So product of A and B, and you can R and J. You can say the series X, Y, Z or something. You can all the constant part you can take it here. And 1, 1, and 1, you see the first row, a first vector, the everywhere is a 1. So you can write 1. It's the value. Basically, you are taking the values on. And B vector is 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. You just make a 1. Uh, Now I have to take some determinant. Now we are preparing the determinant itself. Okay. So as you know, simply you can again actually you multiply, you will get it again, these things. So here if you are arranging as a matrix formation, we can function this. So it is a unique situation. When this type of situation are there, then you can do it in a matrix. This situation you can take the help of matrix. You can do. Then after that, as you know, the case of I, you can consider it. So this part is there. So we can say that 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2. Multiply 3 into 1. This is the principal diagonal. Then minus off diagonal 2 into 1. So 3 minus 1 I. Now in the case of J, as usual, you can reduce, you can leave this column and this. So you can, if you leave this column, ultimately 1 on and 1, 3 is left out. You can say 3 into minus 1. So 3 into minus 1. So that way you can identify. Now last is K. So we can reduce this column. So now here actually we are on the 1, 1 and 1, 2. So 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1. So this is your answer. That's all. And in the exam normally are coming this type of things, 5 marks. So only one step, 2 steps. After these 2 steps, your result will come and you will get a 5 marks. Nothing else. I think it is very easy. First you rearrange your in the matrix formation, what are the values, and then you can determine, you can these the values are coming. So I'll find this. So product is stated is coming in these things. Now another. prove the distributive laws. There are some laws as we seen in the earlier, that A vector into in bracket B plus C uh, is equal to A vector into B vector plus A vector into C vectors. Use the component form of vectors, different component. So there also we have seen, actually I have shown you now, earlier slides I have shown you, that's the A, B and C. There are three vectors are given like this. And this your, actually you see here actually you are considering, because this is a law. So law, you know, not no value is there, just you can consider as a1, a2, a3, and the I, j, k. Similarly, second vector, vector b, b1, b2, b3, and I, j, k, and c, c1, c2, ck. That we are considering. If the uh, different vectors are like this, now you can formulate based on this law. You have to follow it out, and you take first b plus c. This portion you have to derive it. Then what are the things are coming? Then you can multiply by a, and you can equate here. So b plus c you can see, and finally again it is a formation of a matrix formation. So like this. Actually, you can do it in a matrix. Otherwise, simply you can do it numerical also. It will be little lengthy. If you go for the matrix formation, so step will be less. Otherwise, you can go simply the other formation also. Other laws as I given earlier. This thing this is the formula. This thing. So this thing are coming by this here also. You can also derive by multiplication also. By solving also you can get it. Otherwise, you can put it in the matrix form here, stated I, J, K, and this is the things you can put it here. B1, C1. How it has come? This portion and this portion, same thing. You can consider it. You see here. Suppose here actually you are considering this portion. So P1 and this thing are coming. You can multiply this one and you can minus this one. So in the case of J, you can take it. So this thing are coming B2 minus C3. So here actually you can see that is coming in this way. B1, C1, B2, C2. These things are coming here. If you consider removing process, you can get it. And okay, I think nowadays this type of things are not coming. Let's see another example. Again, perpendicular. So you have to catch point is when you are see the vectors questions. First of all, you have to identify it. Is it projection, or unit, or perpendicular? What is the things? So once you are catch this point, so then automatically your formula will be, you will remember it the formula, and you can do these things. And so again here is also utilizing the matrix formation. I'm trying to see some other book. I'll show tomorrow. Let's see if any other book is available or not. Same things without matrix is possible now. That I have to see it. But right now, you see, you can do it this way. Okay. So there are two vectors as given, vector 1 and vector A, vector B. And first of all, You can see you can keep it, what are the things are given. So a plus b is given. So a plus b are put it right. Then a minus b, that also you can do it. Then you can straightway put in the matrix formation. So in the matrix formation, the new matrix formation C vector, you will get 2, and that is I is not here, so it is 0, and here is 1 and 3, so 1 and 3 is coming, and minus 2 and minus 6, so minus 2 and minus 6. I, j, k will be there, no problem. Actually, in the matrix function is very easy. You can see same thing. You have to reorganize, nothing else. So it is more comfortable to simply put it. Then once you make it a matrix formation, then you can simply identify the values because of this formula 1 minus this minus 6, uh, then plus 6, 3 into minus 2 and minus plus 6. So minus 6 plus 6 I plus 2 and 6 minus 12 plus it is 0, and in this case 6, 3 into 2 6, right, 0 into 1 0. So this way also you are getting it. So this unit vector, now it is actually we are getting a unit vector of direction of this is a unit vector. Another vector is we have just derived from the solutions, and then that unit vectors are see on the perpendicular and not. So this is the formula, as we know. This is your perpendicular. That formula is there, no? C 1 by uh, is a C, the new unit vectors, magnitude of these vectors. You have to write. That C vector's value is already here. How much? That is minus 12g plus 6k. The value has come. This value we have to write it magnitude. So this is the formula. This here actually you have to remember it. This is the things for unit vector in perpendicular formations. That time you have to utilize these things. And you can hear if this situation has come, so you can say C is a unit vector perpendicular to both A plus B vector and A minus C vector. This way actually it is. When you're doing some of the numericals, then it will be more confident. Now we will feel some confusion because some steps are, it may be lengthy, but you have to do it. Uh, Now after that, we can see the other vector, that is unit vector, is the direction of this, where vectors are given. So here direction is given and unit vector. So catch point is unit vector. So you can keep in mind, definitely you have to utilize the unit vector formula, you have to utilize it. And here some sort of directions are given. So there are two things are given. So first of all, the directions, what is given, to try to make it. So this is the vectors value. You can put it here straight away, and the value is coming this much minus 3i plus 4k is coming. Okay, this part is coming. Then after that, you make a magnitude of these vectors. So when I am going for the magnitude, straight away it is root over. You have to take 3 and 4 square, and you can get it 5. So now this portion is over. So now in this case, another part is here. directions. So direction is given this part. So now I have to put in this formula. This is your the formula 1 by a vector minus b vector magnitude, and it is basically the top, or 1 by whatever it is. You can write uh, a vector minus b vector divided by a vector minus b vector magnitude. Same thing. Otherwise 1 by, this is the way things you can write it. So this part magnitude 1 by 5 already we have derived. How, from where it has come? This is 5 has come. So 1 by this part, so 1 by 5 has come. And this is the value of things. So these two things are required in the formula, this part and this part. So if we divide this part, I will get it. This two part is required only. So this is your formula answer. This is your answer for in the case of unit vector. Okay, question is unit vector. I am just going for unit vector in the case of directions. So that case the formula is, this is the formula. Both the vectors simply a vector minus b vector divided by a vector minus b vector and magnitude of this. So what I will see actually here I try to point it out. Suppose this question are coming in the exam. So further things you have to note out. First of all, you have to note down it is a unit vector, and this is the situation is given. And what is the formula? There are three things to keep in your mind. What is the formula? Formula of what? Formula of unit vector. So if you note down somewhere, and then the steps, these two things have to be derived. Now another situation, angle. Angle between the lines. There are two lines, or we can say there are vectors. In this case, the lines are they are saying lines. Angle. There are two lines. You have to find out both the lines are, which are the angles are there. Okay, fine. So this is the things are given R1, R. This is another lines. This is another lines. There are two lines as given. So you see, the lines are always in a two part. One is the part is here, and another is the angle part, which T in the case of the constant part, this is the angle portion, and this is also angle portions. So we are very much concerned about these bracket portions. Okay, we are very much concerned about these bracket portions where it is following the angle. The second part is the second part of these things. Okay, T and S. In this case, it is a line constant, and this line constant is S. So okay. So now here, that is a vector B. Actually, it is a B1 and B2. It should be B1 and B2. Or okay, I can. It is here actually B written. Well, no problem. So here, this is the B. I minus 2j plus 2k. And another, this part also there, 3I minus 2j plus 6k is given. Okay. So you can see here, there are here a lot of things are given, 2I, 3I, 4I, but ये सारे काम का चीज नहीं है. We are not concerned about this thing. We are concerned about लाइन का जो कांस्टेंट के पार्ट कितना वेरिएशन हुआ. दिस लाइन इज नॉट ए स्ट्रेट लाइन. So ये लाइन जो है, maybe it will go straight, then after that slight curve हो गया. Simply It is a car, not exactly the straight line. Maybe it is going to straight, then after that it is a some with a some t, some portion has changes. Another line is also it is going straight, then after that the slope, otherwise it is slope, that slope has changes, slightly changes. So angle between these both the line slope, so we are that's why you are taking this portion. It's the important portion. Now here theta angle. We are considering theta is the angle of the two lines. Then cos theta is equal to, this is the formula, vector b, vector b dash, vector b, magnitude of vector b and magnitude of v dash. आई थिंक इसमें पेटी का कुछ गड़बड़ है, इसमें बी डैश देने में भूल गया. अगर ये बी है so it is b dash. Okay, this painting में mistake. So cos theta is equal to, this is your another formula in case of angle. जैसे आप क्वेश्चन देखोगे एंगल, इमीडिएटली आपको फॉर्मूला ध्यान में आ जाना चाहिए. सो दिस इज द फॉर्मूला, ये इसमें फॉर्मूला आपको दिस इज अ न्यू फॉर्मूला. एज आई टोल्ड यू ना, द वेक्टर 2 में कई सारे फॉर्मूलास आपको मिलेंगे बिकॉज डिफरेंट डिफरेंट सिचुएशंस है. अभी देखिए क्या क्या सिचुएशन मिला, परपेंडिकुलर, प्रोजेक्शन, यूनिट वेक्टर, देन डायरेक्शंस, अभी एंगल. तो जितने सारे सिचुएशन आ रहा है, हर सिचुएशन का एक एक अलग अलग फॉर्मूला है. तो उसका कैलकुलेशन का तरीका अलग अलग होगा, वो आपको नोट डाउन करना है. देन उसके बाद इजी है, उसके बाद सिंपली आप टू पुट इट हियर. देखिए दिस पार्ट इज देयर एंड दिस पार्ट इज हियर. वो तो ऑलरेडी दिया हुआ ना, ये पार्ट हमने कुछ नया बनाया नहीं, ये तो जस्ट यू हैव टू टेक इट फ्रॉम हियर ओनली. दिस पार्ट इज क्वेश्चन से उतारिए. एवरीथिंग डेटा इज हियर, all the data is here. You are just only taking the inputs from the question and then finally you have to put it here. और ये तो सिंबल मैंने बताया था मैग्नीट्यूड के लिए है, तो इसलिए मैग्नीट्यूड की है, वैल्यू जो भी आएगा उसका वैल्यू उसका थीटा कर दिए, कॉस एंगल हो जाएगा. बिकॉज इज एवरीथिंग आर इन कॉस. 19/21 इज बेसिकली द कॉस थीटा, इज इट ना, कॉस थीटा. So cos theta is equal to, finally calculation के बाद आया 19/21 is cos theta. So theta is equal to cos inverse 19/21. That's all. यही आपका आंसर. So you will get a 5 marks. Again another type, ये तो मैंने already discuss किया, यूनिट वेक्टर परपेंडिकुलर. परपेंडिकुलर ऑलरेडी हमने देखा एग्जांपल इससे पहले भी. परपेंडिकुलर में हमने देखा बेसिकली आपका जो है जो कंडीशन है, एक फॉर्मूला है. दिस इज द परपेंडिकुलर का फॉर्मूला है. दिस इज द ए टू बी डिवाइड मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दिस थिंग्स. तो ये फॉर्मूला आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा इन द केस ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर. आपको देन अनदर टाइप, दिस इज अनदर टाइप, शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द लाइन्स. शॉर्टेस्ट, देखिए अनदर सिचुएशन, शॉर्टेस्ट. ये अभी इसमें थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट कर दिए. नाउ शॉर्टेस्ट डाल, लाइन तो है, देयर आर लाइंस दिया हुआ, वन लाइन, बट शॉर्टेस्ट डाल. क्या किया जाए? अगेन दिस लाइन इज देयर आर स्प्लिट अप टू 2 पार्ट. दिस इज इनिशियल पार्ट, देन आफ्टर दैट इट इज सम स्लोप पार्ट t and then bracket, and this is also another line. This is the main part and then it is a slope part. But as I told you that we are concerned about only the slope part, but here actually little different. In case of shortest distance, we have to take all this part. It's the main part and slope part. Here is also main part and slope part. Means this is one vector, this is also one vector. It's a part of part vector, we can say. Particular one line, there are 2 vectors. It's a particular of another line, there is 2 vectors. So total कितना हो गया? 1, 2, 3, 4 vectors. Now I can calculate it comparing with the equation. दोनों equation से हमने क्या किया? इसको एक वेक्टर नाम दिया, दिस इज वेक्टर ए, दिस इज वेक्टर बी, दिस इज वेक्टर सी, दिस इज वेक्टर डी। तो इस 4 वेक्टर हमने बना लिया। सो नाउ वेक्टर ए, वेक्टर बी, वेक्टर सी, वेक्टर डी तो लिख लिया। जो क्वेश्चन में था सीधा सीधा उसको उतार लीजिए, इसमें कोई चिंता का कारण नहीं। जस्ट सिंपली आप 4 वेक्टर इसको कंसिडर करें। देन आपको इसमें ए एंड सी ले लें और बी एंड डी। एक्चुअली देखिए इसमें कौन सा फैक्टर लेना है, कौन सा नहीं लेना है। अगर ये आपका फॉर्मूला आपको याद है, अगर फॉर्मूला की तरफ देखिए, फर्स्ट क्या करना है, दिस इज योर फॉर्मूला, शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस का ही फॉर्मूला है, सी माइनस ए, सी वेक्टर माइनस ए वेक्टर ब्रैकेट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ बी वेक्टर इंटू डी वेक्टर डिवाइडेड बाय मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ बी एंड डी। मैग्नीट्यूड, इसमें ऊपर में मैग्नीट्यूड नहीं है, नीचे मैग्नीट्यूड है। सो दिस इज योर फॉर्मूला ऑफ शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस। और एक चीज इसमें आप ध्यान रखना है, यू सी हियर ऑल द वेक्टर्स को कंसीडर किया है, जो ए बी सी डी इसमें है, ए बी सी डी सारे के सारे। अगर ये फार्मूला आपको याद है और इसमें से आप 1 2 3 4 सारे वेक्टर्स को आपने निकाल लिया है, इसमें लगा दीजिए, इसको पुट अप कर दीजिए, कर दो। वंस यू हैव पुट अप, आपको रिजल्ट आ जाएगा। सो बिकॉज a minus c is required, c minus c by a minus c, so this part is निकाल गया। b into d, this part, and this is the magnitude of this part. Okay, so when you find out this 1 2 and 3, these 3 parts based on this formula, then you can put it here। या तो सिंपली देखिए वही वैल्यू पुट अप किया, कुछ नहीं, वैल्यू को पुट अप कर दीजिए और आपका आंसर आ गया। दिस इज योर आंसर, दिस इज योर शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस। अगेन मैं रिकैप कर रहा हूँ, शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस अभी नया एक वेक्टर को क्वेश्चन मिला है, दिस इज अनदर टाइप ऑफ वेक्टर, शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस। आपको लाइन दे दिया जाएगा, लाइन 2 लाइन्स, दिस इज 1 लाइन, कंप्लेन अनदर लाइन। बट इस दोनों लाइन में अंदर में आप देखिए, there are considering 2 vectors, 1 2, this line will be another 2, so 1 2 3 4 vectors आपको consider करना है। So when you are considering the 4 vectors, then after that you have to focus on your formula। If you know the formula, then formula का अंदर में जैसे मांगा है क्या क्या चाहिए, बस उस हिसाब से आप इसको बना लीजिए, निकाल लीजिए। मैग्नीट्यूड चाहिए, मैं प्रोडक्ट में आप इसमें आप सीधा डाल दीजिए, आपका ये आंसर आ जाएगा। सो अनदर और क्या आता है, यूनिट वेक्टर, यूनिट वेक्टर परपेंडिकुलर ऑलरेडी हैव डिस्कस। तो दिस इज द फार्मूला, आपको बार बार एक एक्चुअली मैं यही कहना चाह रहा हूँ, जो आप लोगों को फार्मूला जो 3 4 मिल रहा है, ये सारे फार्मूला आपको एक जगह में लिखना पड़ेगा और एक एक सैंपल जो है आप लोगों को प्रैक्टिस करना है। और देखते हैं नया कुछ और आता है कि नहीं। परपेंडिकुलर वही आ रहा है, प्रोजेक्शन ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस, प्रोजेक्शन ऑलरेडी मैंने किया है। प्रोजेक्शन में दिस इज द प्रोजेक्शन फार्मूला, दिस इज फार्मूला, एंड और कौन सा टाइप है, परपेंडिकुलर, अगेन परपेंडिकुलर, तो नया कुछ है नहीं। परपेंडिकुलर वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस द परपेंडिकुलर। देन angle already we have discussed, but anyhow this is from this here, how what the way you have just collected. Actually you see here, actually what are the lines values are given, You just focus on numerator. Suppose this type of question are coming. So 2, 1, -1, 3, 2, 3. अब इसी को कंसिडर कर लीजिए, यू जस्ट मेक ए वेक्टर these things. Okay. So particular here actually, in this case, in this line, the 2, 1 and -1, 2, 1 and -1 are the direction ratios. The ratio, इसलिए कहते हैं direction ratios. So we are taking the ratio part को in लेना है. Similarly, direction ratios of other line, this line. So 3, 2 and 3 आपको लेना है. ठीक, चलो ये तो आपने ले लिया. Then formula आपको पता है, this is the cos theta formula है, that is the angle formula. ये formula को आप एक जगह नोट कर लीजिए. Then same these values, जो value आपने consider किया था कि यही value लगा 2 into 3, 2 into 3 means vector. Suppose a vector है, b vector है, so a b, then plus your then 1 2. Okay, नहीं तो otherwise इसे बोल. First देखिए 2 into 3, 2 into 3 plus 1 into 2, 1 into 2 plus -1 into 3. So ऊपर का सारे ऊपर का सारे प्रोडक्ट हो गए. नीचे क्या करना है, नीचे का हमको मैग्नीट्यूड निकालना है. तो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ व्हाट, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ 2, 1 और -1 का. तो 2 स्क्वायर प्लस 1 स्क्वायर प्लस -1, ये आपका हमारा मैग्नीट्यूड हो गया. देन ये वाला पोर्शन का मैग्नीट्यूड 3, 2 and 3, 3, 2 and 3 का मैग्नीट्यूड. देन आपको ये कैलकुलेट, and after the calculation you will get it this value. So this is actually cos theta is equal to this value. अब कैलकुलेटर अलाउड है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है एग्जाम का टाइम. यू कैन डू इट बाय कैलकुलेटर ऑल्सो. सो इससे आराम से निकाल जाए. देन थीटा ऑल्सो यू कैन ऑल्सो कैलकुलेट. तो cos थीटा इज इक्वल टू cos इनवर्स दिस मच. ठीक है, तो थीटा निकल गया, हो गया. आपको यही निकालना था, थीटा ही निकालना है, एंगल निकालना है. सो अगर इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन भी आ जाए, फाइंड द एंगल बिटवीन द लाइंस, इफ लाइंस, तो आप घबराना नहीं है, कुछ ही नहीं किया इसमें. पहले भी हम लोगों ने लाइन देखा, बट इसमें थोड़ा रेशियो डाला x - 5/2. तो इस पर घबराना कुछ नहीं है. जस्ट डोंट थिंक एनीथिंग, यू जस्ट टेक द रेशियो पोर्शन, रेशियोज ले लीजिए, बस डायरेक्शन रेशियो ले लीजिए और उसी में आप फॉर्मूला में डाल दीजिए, हो गया. Then again, मैं और डिफरेंट टाइप देख रहा हूँ, और कोई टाइप है कि नहीं. पैरेलल टू द लाइंस, let's see any other type. Almost all the type हो गए. I think almost all the type हो गए. Shortest distance already we have seen. So that's all. I think this is only the syllabus for vector 2. So now we have discussed about unit vectors, then your cosine vectors, and then your projections. Then after that we have seen some angle, shortest distance, perpendicular, collinears. That's all. So this is 5 or 6 types. You just note down somewhere all the formulas of particular these vector chapters, and some and from the questions what are the catch points. बस that's all. फॉर्मूला आपको याद होना चाहिए, और वेक्टर का जो वेक्टर का अंदर में जो गुना भागा कैसे करना है वो तो आपको प्रैक्टिस में करना है. सो आई थिंक नथिंग एल्स, दिस मच इज ओवर.
Excuse me, sir. So the document which you are showing us,
I will provide it.
will
I
get
will provide.
Okay.
I will give you, no problem. Actually, I did little slow. Initially I've given some of the materials. Then after that, actually, it is not organized in that way.
Mhm.
Actually, I forget to send something. So I'll try to do it night itself. Otherwise, tomorrow morning I'll send all these things. So yesterday, actually, the person case Anurag. Anurag is here right now. Anurag, I think he's the admin of this group. I think so. So anyhow, you are talking. What is your name, please? Just now we are discussing. What is your name?
Manoj.
Okay, Manoj. So I think you have WhatsApp me, no? Earlier.
Sir,
Yes, from case Anurag.
yes, sir.
Okay, I think last time you have distributed na, some of the materials to other students. No,
सर मुझे नहीं दिए थे.
no. You got na some of the materials you received
Yes,
from
sir.
some.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I have seen you ultimately you have loaded in the WhatsApp group also. So I uh, today night or tomorrow I'll what are the balance things that I will try to upload, and then you can distribute to the other groups also. Okay. So
Okay,
you
sir.
have another WhatsApp group. You can load it there. That is a better. Okay. Don't upload in the main group because there are other faculties are there. So better you can put in the your own group, students group. Okay. So I will give you no problem. I think your things are there. Maybe your number is also there, or otherwise you can WhatsApp me. Just give your number and all these things. Then in the WhatsApp itself, I will send you. No problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then you can distribute to others. Okay. You are the admin of this group.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then this is better because you are already admin. So better you can control it and you
सर
can
और
distribute.
भी एडमिन है.
एडमिन ठीक है जो भी है तो होगा better I can interact with the one person that is better. So he is the responsible. Anurag will take the responsibility and he will distribute the other things. What actually materials I have, that definitely I will give it to you. Okay. So now today particular now vector 2 is over from my side. Now actually some little time is there, so I can show you some of the MCQ type question. As I told you, every day I will try to repeat some of the things so that any by the time before going to my general topics, I mean to discuss the things. So if any doubts, you can discuss with me right now regarding the vectors. Any doubt? Any doubt? Anybody?
So, sir, just one need your advice on one thing. Since
Tell me.
I'm not from the science and maths background,
Hmm.
so I'm getting difficulty to understand the maths. So if I need to start it, what is the best way to start?
Actually, every time, every class is actually during the class, I'm just advise everybody. Yesterday also I told because best things you just try to upload, try to download the NCRT books, class 11 and class 12, the basic mathematics, NCRT. It is available in the Google, in the website, free of cost. You can download it and go through this. Every this details is given because
NCR,
until
NCR
NCRT,
version.
NCRT, CBSE course, any school books,
Mm-hmm.
any syllabus. So 11, 12, all the chapters are there, matrix, determinant, induction, blah, 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 everything are there. So if you little bit, you have to study more things because you see in the counseling class, it is not possible to discuss in the base level because I assume some of the formula you know, some of the steps you should know or otherwise little hard work is required for your case because you are not earlier you are not habituated these things, but it doesn't matter if you start giving a effort on 1 hour every day. It is definitely within 10 days you will be more confident. There will be better way you can understand. Nothing is there. Math is simply a technique. You should have a memory power. You have the formula you should know, and what are the steps you should do. That's all. And definitely practice. One or two solutions you have to do your own, and you can do it. If you are not in practice, then it is a problem. I can tell you the techniques and tips. Formula you note down somewhere. Steps you just see it. If you stuck up somewhere, just call me or WhatsApp me, whatever it is. I will try to explain you over the phone or through the WhatsApp also. No problem. But you have to do it basically. You know. Then only you can also know where you are stucking off. So there is no question of I don't know, but I can do it. No, math is basically it is a very easy subject. Only you have to give us some time. That's all. Everything is available. Actually, interesting thing is, specifically in the BCA, what are the units are selected for you people? All the database type chapters. Database means which are matrix, the data is there, elements are there. You have to arrange it. You have to calculate it. Fine. Induction mathematics also same thing. Data is available there. There are steps. Step one, step two. So you have to do some steps. You are not adding any new things. You are not discovering anything. Everything are available. Formula is also available. You are not developing the formula. Everything are there. Only you should know the process. कैसे खाना पकाना है, how to make a Kashmiri pulao, how to make a some anda curry, how to make a some biryani. That's all. It's a process, you have to know it, and what are the ingredients is required. Ingredients means elements, data, the A vector, V vector. These all are your ingredients. Or what time it will be there. What time it will be there. What time you have to put it. That's all. Just like a kitchen work. मैं तो ये सोचता हूँ जो मैथ में ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं. Kitchen work, you see, when you start preparing the dishes, any dishes, you will feel little bit hesitate to do it because you don't know how to, what time it will be give a salt, what time it will give a some healthy, whatever the things you don't know. But once you prepared it, maybe the first day it not be very good dishes, but if you practice it, definitely will be good dishes. Math is like this also. Your speed will be more. You know what time automatically it will come or your mind. After that, this step will be like this. After that, this formula to be put. Then automatically this will come. Then you can get the result. And you can also satisfy yes. And you can also understand this result is exactly correct results. If your concept is clear, then definitely you can understand also. My result is pakka. So math is like this. Only the practice is required. So don't hurry. Go ahead. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Anything else? Acha, Iron Gaming. I want request is Iron. What is the full name actually? I have seen here Iron Gaming is like.
No. Actually, this is just my kid's account. So my name is Manoj Soni. Actually.
Okay, then try to put in your actual name because
Yeah, I will change actually the kid's name.
because here it is recorded, na? So it not look nice also because here actually.
Sure, I'll do that.
Please you do it. Huh? Then it will be good. Because also I am facing a problem. What is actual name? Now you are saying. So anyway, so I can show you some of the multiple choice question quickly. And
Sir,
yes, tell me.
sir,
Yes.
actually, I am not added in the WhatsApp group.
So
And
okay, Anurag or Manoj, anybody can add you, no problem. You just in the chat box, you can write your mobile number. Somebody will take care, no problem.
yeah, sir, I have given that my number in the chat box.
Okay, I think if Anurag is here or anybody who is at the admin, so please take care. You can add the your name is
Anuj, sir, Anuj.
Anuj. Okay, Anuj का नाम जो है ऐड कर देना.
Sure,
So
thank you.
okay, so definitely somebody will add you. Now I think this question already I have discussed. Determinant basically your square matrix and your associated with these things, and it is a value. So, so A and C is the correct answer, as actually we have already discussed. There is also a cofactor and element, but also you can do it. Transposition also you can do it. Okay, this type of things. Transposition, you see which are the correct answers. So this type of things you have to practice it. And here is also some cofactors given. So you have to identify the formulas, which are the correct things. Only thing you see here actually find the inverse of, but it is a cofactor, so not adjoint it. So be careful about it. Which one the correct answer? Because at the time of adjoint it will change. It is transpose. So that way you have to be careful about it. And then here some Kmart rules are given. So dx, dy, and dz is given. That also we have discussed last time. In the complex number with 0 as real part of the whole, that is imaginary number, pure number, or this thing. That's also you have to give a correct option, which one is the correct. We have discuss. We will go for another test question. Now, who can tell? Anybody can tell me which are the correct answer? First question. It is from the matrix. Invert the square matrix formula. Which one is the correct formula? Option A, B, C, D.
B, sir.
B.
A किसने बोला? Please tell me your name. A किसने बोला? हेलो, घबराना कुछ नहीं है, जस्ट यू टेल मी. ए ऑप्शन किसने बोला? करेक्ट आंसर क्या होगा? हु कैन टेल? नाम बताओ और बोलो किसने बोला.
B, sir. B.
सर बी.
क्या नाम है आप दोनों को?
अनुराग.
Anuj.
अनुज अनुराग. ओके, और कोई सहमत है अनुराग अनुज के साथ? और कोई हाथ उठाओ भाई, ये मतलब हाँ कि ना बोलो. सो इट शोज आप लोग अभी तक जो फॉर्मूला है वो आपने कोई जगह में नोट डाउन नहीं किया है और ना आपको याद कर पा रहे. इट शोज ओनली 1 or 2 स्टूडेंट्स आर सेइंग, और बाकी जो है अभी तक आपको. सो एनीवे, दिस इज द सिचुएशन. आप लोग खुद ही देखो कि कितना पानी में है आप लोग, है ना. अच्छा, ट्रांसपोज ऑफ दिस थिंग्स. अब इसको ट्रांसपोज करना है, और व्हिच वन द करेक्ट आंसर? टेल मी.
D. Sir, option D correct.
ऑप्शन बी,
अरे डी.
डी फॉर दिल्ली. ओके, और कौन कौन बता रहे हैं डी? व्हाई नॉट बी?
D, sir. D.
ओके, उसमें क्या एक्चुअली
एक्सचेंज करेंगे ना।
जस्ट रो एंड कॉलम को इंटरचेंज हो जाएगा, दैट्स ऑल, इज इट नॉट? तो उस केस में हमारा इंटरचेंज हुआ है। 147 जो कॉलम था वो रो बन चुके हैं, 258 रो बन गए, और 369 अगेन रो बन चुके हैं। सो दीज आर करेक्ट आंसर। इसको डिटर्मिनेंट निकालना है। करेक्ट आंसर क्या होगा? आप फटाफट कागज में करो, 1 सेकेंड में निकल जाएगा।
सी।
और कोई देखो, करने दो, क्योंकि ऐसे तुक्का लगा दिया ना, तो ऐसे ही बोला, कैसे किया? जस्ट मैं बता देता हूँ, कैलकुलेट कर लो। 3 ब्रैकेट में 3 ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा 2 -9, देख लो, प्लस देन -1 ब्रैकेट का अंदर में आ जाएगा 5 -24, ठीक है। देन आ जाएगा आपका प्लस देन हो जाएगा अगेन -1 ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा 15 -16 ब्रैकेट क्लोज। अभी इसको पुनः भागा करके बताओ, टेक्निक तो वही है ना, क्योंकि डिटर्मिनेंट निकल रहा है। आंसर इसमें से कोई एक होगा, करेक्ट फिगर बताओ। फर्स्ट में क्या हो रहा है, 3 है और उसमें 2 और -9, सो हो गया आपका -7, तो इधर हो गया -21, तो पहले में हो गया -21, देन इसके बाद आपका आ जाएगा और 5 -24, सो 5 और -24 कितना होता है? हाँ, सो 5 24 से 5 से 19 हो गया, तो 19 हो गया।
होगा
हाँ 19 हो गया, -19 हो गया, और इसमें क्या हो जाएगा आपका
+1
15 और +1 हो गया, तो अल्टीमेटली क्या आ जाएगा?
-1
अच्छा हो गया, तो इतना सही है, ठीक है। और ओके, इट इज अ करेक्ट आंसर। सो बाकी सारे स्टूडेंट्स को भी यही बताना चाह रहा हूँ, इट इज़ वेरी इजी डिटरमाइन करना, और आपको ऐसे तुरंत आधा सेकंड में 1 सेकंड में बताने पड़ेंगे, 1 मिनट। नाउ हियर एक्चुअली दिस इज द कंडीशन, ये अप्लाई किया गया है। दिस इज द कंडीशन, A is equal to matrix 1 4 7 2 5 8 3 6 9। इसमें हमने अप्लाई किया, रिड्यूसिंग प्रोसेस अप्लाई किया है। R2 रो 2 जो है ये हमने बदल चुके हैं, R2 -4 R1 ये हमने किया है। तो जो नया बन चुके हैं, नया मैट्रिक्स जो बन गया वो कौन सा वाला है? A B C D, कौन सा वाला बना है बताओ?
ए सर।
ये सर।
अरे सर
पक्का? B क्यों नहीं है?
सर रो 2 को करेंगे ना चेंज।
तो ये भी तो रो 2 में चेंज हुआ है, इसका भी रो 2 में चेंज हुआ है, देखो।
रो 1 को 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, फिर उसको माइनस कर देंगे R2 से।
4 2 8 -5
R2 -4 R1
फर्स्ट रो को हम 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करके माइनस कर देंगे सेकंड रो से।
और बताओ, बाकी आप लोग एक दो जो है दिमाग लगा रहे हैं, बाकी सब कहाँ हो गए,
फर्स्ट
गायब हो गए?
फर्स्ट होगा सर ये।
कौन, रवीना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तुमको तो सब आता ही है, तुम तो फटाफट जवाब देते हो। अच्छा, बाकी सब चुपचाप क्यों हैं? बाकी सब पावर
ए सर ए।
ये है ना। चलो, एक्चुअली मेरे को इस टाइप का ये दिखाने का उद्देश्य यही है, जैसे आप लोगों को कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़े, बाकी जिसको नहीं आता होगा वो भी सुन ले, देख ले, ठीक है। तो सिंपल थिंग, फर्स्ट देखिए, 4 × R1, तो इसमें 4 का 4 माइनस, तो R2 से तो 4 माइनस 4 हो गया। देन इसमें हम 8 हो गया 8, बट हम लोग 5 से माइनस कर रहे हैं ना, तो 5 माइनस 8 हो गया, तो -3 हो गया। इसने उल्टा कर दिया सर, जस्ट 6। तो पहला दोनों चीज से निकल आता है जो which one is correct, डोंट गो द अदर्स। पहले तो एक चीज है, जीरो होना चाहिए, जीरो यहीं पर, जीरो कौन कौन दिखा रहा है, दिस वन एंड दिस वन। तो बाकी ऑप्शन तो दोनों को फटाफट काट दो, सी काट दो, ए काट दो। कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम में जो टेक्निक है, जल्दी से क्विक ऑप्शन निकालने के लिए, एक देखो, 4 में आउट ऑफ 4 1 क्वेश्चन विल बी करेक्ट, और एक क्वेश्चन रहता है नियरर, आसपास में होगा, 99% करेक्ट लग रहा है, करेक्ट नहीं है, लग रहा है, और बाकी दो ऑप्शन जिन्हें बिल्कुल नहीं होता, वो 50% ऑफ होता है, टोटली गलत। तो फर्स्ट जो टोटली गलत है उसको आइडेंटिफाई करो और फटाफट उसको काटो।
यस सर।
तो उसके बाद दोनों में कोशिश करो, एक तो 100% करेक्ट होगा, एक 99% करेक्ट है। वही टेक्निक होता है, 100% को किसने टिक लगाया। अगर गलती से हड़बड़ी में यहीं पर टिक लगा दिया, अरे ये तो जीरो है ना, ठीक है, ऐसा ही है, चलो, और सेकेंड स्टेप को नहीं देखा तो मार खा जाएगा, तो है ना, तो ऐसी गलती होता है। Anyway, अभी एक कंडीशन है, ये दिया हुआ है, जीपी कॉमन रेशियो क्या होगा, कोई बता पाएगा? व्हाट इज द कॉमन रेशियो?
1/2।
क्योंकि हमने हमेशा क्या करते हैं, जो जो रेशियो है वो सेकंड से हम लोग करते हैं ना, फर्स्ट जो है उससे हम इसको माइनस करते हैं, आप पढ़ते हैं, रेशियो इसी हिसाब से बढ़ जाता है ना। और एक बार सोच लो कौन सा वाला करेक्ट है। इसमें जो रेशियो जो दिखाई दे रहे हैं आधा आधा करके बढ़ते चले गए है ना, बट इसमें थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस लग रहा है ना। 2 के बाद हम 1/2 रेशियो करेंगे, क्या होता है, 1 आएगा। देन 1 के साथ अगेन 1/2 करेंगे तो 1/2 आ रहा है। अगर 1/2 के साथ अगेन हम 1/2 मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, रेशियो करेंगे, तो 1/4 आएगा। तो ऐसे एक्चुअली 1/2 उसी सीरीज में चल रहा है। अगर कोई डाउट हो तो उसी रेशियो को इसका अंदर में मल्टीप्लाई करके देखते चले जाओ, जो सही में सीरीज चल उसी हिसाब से चल रहा है कि नहीं चल रहा है। अगर वो सीक्वेंस करेक्ट है तो रेशियो को करेक्ट। तो ये सब तो चले चुके हैं। डेरिवेटिव ऑफ प्रोडक्ट एंड कोशिएंट्स, इसमें कौन सा वाला करेक्ट है? देखिए ये सब स्टैंडर्ड फार्मूला ऑलरेडी आपको मटेरियल में दिया हुआ है।
ए सर।
डी।
U and P, when this product of the product of two variables दिया हुआ, आप डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रूल है फर्स्ट वेरिएबल जो है इसको पास्ट टाइम एज इट इज रहता है, देन सेकेंड को डेरिवेटिव होता है
सी सर सी
u इंटू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ v, देन सेकेंड टाइम में प्लस होने के बाद आपका सेकेंड वाला एज इट इज रहता है और फर्स्ट वाला डेरिवेटिव होता है। तो सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर।
सर एक बार ही थोड़ा सा इवैल्यूएट कर दो, समझ में नहीं आया।
कौन सा है? ये वाला
क्वेश्चन 13। यस सर।
डेरिवेटिव ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, जब प्रोडक्ट है u and v, okay, u and v, there are two variables, so dy dx हम लोग जो डेरिवेटिव करते हैं तो फर्स्ट क्या होता है, तो फर्स्ट जो आपका वेरिएबल है वो एज इट इज रहेगा, उसको हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे, एज इट इज रहेगा। सेकेंड वेरिएबल को हमने उसका डेरिवेटिव करेंगे, सो डी बाई डी एक्स इंटू वी, डी बाई डी एक्स इंटू वी। वह इसको एक्चुअली लैंग्वेज को पढ़ा जाए इसको ऐसा बोला जाता है, वेरिएबल u इंटू डेरिवेटिव्स ऑफ v प्लस वेरिएबल v इंटू डेरिवेटिव्स ऑफ u, एक्चुअली ऐसे इसको बोला जाता है। शॉर्ट में आप हम लोग देखें क्या दिखाई दे रहा है, अल्टीमेटली फर्स्ट वेरिएबल जो है एज इट इज, सेकेंड को हम इसमें अप्लाई करेंगे, इसमें अपने डी बाई डी एक्स डालेंगे, देन इसमें जो किया है इसको हो गया, इसका पार्ट, इसका काम खत्म हो गया, तब इसको एडिसिस रख देंगे और ये वाला पोर्शन जिसमें नहीं किया था उसको अभी करेंगे। पहले एक करना है, पहले को चुपचाप बैठा देंगे, दूसरे को हमने डेरिवेटिव करेंगे, अगेन जिसका काम हो गया उसका एडिसिस रख देंगे, व्हाट जैसे भी आपको याद रखना है रखिए, कोई बात एट ए टाइम दोनों को डेरिवेटिव नहीं करना है। जैसे इसमें देखिए पहला ऑप्शन है जो गलत दिया हुआ, ये सारे का सारे इकट्ठा सब डेरिवेटिव कर दिया, यू को भी कर दिया, फर्स्ट सेकेंड वेरिएबल सबको डेरिवेटिव कर दिया। सेकेंड ऑप्शन में क्या दिया है, पहला वाला को एज इट इज रखा, सेकेंड को डेरिवेटिव किया, प्लस इसमें अगेन बोथ द वेरिएबल्स आपका जो है डेरिवेटिव कर दिया, गलत है। और लास्ट में भी रखा है इसके u, इसमें v का गायब कर दे, ये है ही नहीं, वेरिएबल ही गायब हो गए, देखिए इसमें v लिखा ही नहीं, इसमें भी लिखा हुआ, तो गलत हो गया। सो सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर। ठीक है, ऐसे लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चन है देयर लाइक दिस। एक काम करते हैं, अब आप लोग को आप मोबाइल में इसमें आप स्नैपशॉट ले लीजिए, ये आपको करना है, टुमारो मुझे इसको आंसर देना है। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, तो मैं इसको व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे डाल दूं?
भेज दिया
यस सर, यस सर।
ठीक है, मैं इसको व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में डाल देता हूँ, आप लोग को करके मुझे कल इसको आंसर देना है, ठीक है? तो आपको प्रैक्टिस भी हो जाए, छोटे छोटे क्वेश्चन है एमसीक्यू टाइप का, ऑलमोस्ट सारे चैप्टर है इसके अंदर में, 2-4 चैप्टर छोड़ के आप लोग देखते हैं कितना कर पाते हैं। टेक द हेल्प ऑफ बुक्स, नो प्रॉब्लम, आपको स्टडी मटेरियल का हेल्प ले लीजिए, फर्स्ट टाइम है, देन आपको उसी हिसाब से आपको सारे प्रिपरेशन लेना है, जितना सारे आपको बुक्स है आप करते रहिएगा, ठीक है? सो ओके, आई थिंक नाउ goes down, most of the things we discussed earlier. Now I can stop the presenting mode and tell me if any specific questions in mind, or because another two classes are here, another one for your three-dimension geometry, and last is LPP, linear programming. So another two important units are there. And अगेन आपका थ्री डायमेंशन और एलपीपी में ज़्यादा कुछ फॉर्मूला नहीं है, ओनली द प्रोसीड्योर आपको पता होना है, दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन, एंड कुछ एग्जांपल भी आप बता देंगे. सो बाय द टाइम चैट बॉक्स में होपफुली आपने सबका आपका नाम और एलन नंबर डाल दिए. तो मैं चैट बॉक्स में कॉपी कर लेता हूँ. अगर किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ लीजिए. रिसर्च एक्चुअली मैथ में देयर इज नो शॉर्टकट. आप इसमें कोई शॉर्टकट नहीं है, दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम. तो so any specific question, tell me from your side. Still like it. So अजय है क्या? अजय, एनी क्वेश्चन? I don't know. So okay, if not any specific questions, so tomorrow our topics will be three dimension, and again मैं अभी दे देता हूँ आप लोगों को MCQ, वहाँ पे तैयारी करके कल मुझे एक्सप्लेन भी करना. टुमारो जो भी आंसर देगा एक्सप्लेन भी करना साथ साथ, सो दैट अदर स्टूडेंट शुड नो कि उसके आंसर कैसे आया. ओके, yes, anybody want to say something? No? So shall I close the session? तो हम ये सेशन को क्लोज कर देता हूँ. ओके.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So okay, so good night and see you tomorrow.
Very good night, sir.
Okay.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now I can. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye. Now I can stop the recording.